the Sandman is a DC Comics character that I don't really know that much about. I mean, I haven't really seen him in like any cartoons or movies or anything, because he's definitely one of the more obscure characters. But I know a little bit about Sandman, like the character from the Justice Society of America. So I'm not sure if this is the same character or not. But what I do know is that this character is getting his own Netflix series. But, of course, because of, quarantine, the pandemic, and everything that's going on in the world right now, they kind of can't film the series right now. So what they've decided to do is they are going to do the first 3 episodes and release them on Audible, so then it's like you can listen to the first 3 episodes with this star-studded cast doing the voices, and then later on you'll be able to watch those same 3 episodes but with the actual people on screen, along with the rest of the story and the other episodes along with it. So this Audible series, the first 3 episodes, is coming July 15th, 2020, so that's like next week. That's next Wednesday, so I mean, get ready. I mean, if you want to listen to this, then sign up for Audible now. But it sounds like it's going to be pretty crazy. So let's start off with the synopsis here. When the Sandman, also known as Lord Morpheus, the immortal king of dreams, stories, and the imagination, is pulled from his realm and imprisoned on Earth by a nefarious cult, he languishes for decades before finally escaping. Once free, he must retrieve the 3 tools that will restore his power and help him to rebuild his dominion, which is deteriorated in his absence. As the multi-threaded story unspools, the Sandman descends into hell to confront Lucifer, chases rogue nightmares who have escaped his realm, and crosses paths with an array of characters from DC Comics comic books, ancient myths, and real-world history, including inmates of Gotham City's Arkham Asylum, Dr. Destiny, the Muse Calliope, the 3 Fates, William Shakespeare, and many more. So that's definitely a crazy synopsis there that kind of can give you a feel of what this series is going to be like. But like I mentioned before, this had a star-studded cast attached to this series. So here's the main cast. We have Riz Ahmed as the Corinth Ian. I don't know what that character is, but I recognize this actor because he was the villain in Venom. So there's a lot of actors and actresses in this cast that I recognize from other superhero projects and stuff, like Kat Dennings as Death. She, of course, was in the first 2 Thor movies, and also she was in 2 Broke Girls and all that stuff. Then we have Taryn Edgerton, who was in the Kingsman movies. He was in Rocket Man, and he may end up being Wolverine in the MCU because that's what a lot of people want. But in this series, he's going to be voicing John Constantine, and that, I mean, he just looks like he could be Constantine. I don't know how his voice will be for it, but he just looks like Constantine. So this is going to be really interesting, especially because yesterday we just found out that a Constantine live-action movie is in development at Warner Brothers. So honestly, maybe Taryn Edgerton could be Constantine in that movie. I mean, that's a possibility. I think he could work for that. Then we have Neil Gaiman as the narrator. I don't know that guy. The narrator, I assume, is just, the narrator. But then the main star of the series, James McAvoy, who of course you probably know from many movies. I know him from the X-Men movies where he was Professor Charles Xavier. But in this series, he will be voicing Morpheus, a.k.a. the Sandman. So he is the star of the series, and that's great. In the teaser trailer, you can hear him voicing a couple lines there, and he just sounds amazing there. Then we have Samantha Morton as Urana Blackwell, Baby Newworth as the Siamese cat, Andy Serkis as Matthew the Raven. I love Andy Serkis as both a director and an actor. He was one of my favorite villains in the MCU. I loved him as Claw. But now seeing him here as Matthew the Raven is definitely going to be interesting. And then finally we have Michael Sheen as Lucifer, who you probably know from the Netflix series Lucifer. So that's just the main cast of the series. Then there's some other smaller roles, and I'm not going to break it down completely, but I'm just going to go over the smaller characters that like would be important, like William Shakespeare, who's going to be voiced by Arthur Darvill, who played Rip Hunter on Legends of Tomorrow. Let's see, we have Reginald D. Hunter voicing John Jones, aka the Martian Manhunter. So that's crazy seeing that character here in this series. But other than that, I mean, obviously there's some other characters and voices here that you probably recognize, but I mean, there's a lot here, so I'm not going to go over all of it. So if you want to, analyze this and check it all out, then just, pause the video and you can check it out. But, yeah, so like I said, the teaser trailer was just released. It didn't really show us anything. I mean, it showed us the logo for the series, which looks amazing. The release date, of course, which of course I said was July 15th, next Wednesday. And then also it said like it's on Audible and stuff. So I don't know when the actual Netflix series is coming out, but I'm definitely excited for this Audible series. I mean, I'm probably not going to, listen to it because I mean, I'm not going to subscribe to Audible just to listen to this, but I mean, when the series comes out on Netflix, I mean, that'd be great. But like I said, it will probably have a different cast when it comes out on Netflix because, I mean, the main reason they probably have such a star-studded cast for this series for Audible is because it's literally just the voices. Like, if it was, the actual Netflix series where all these great actors would be on screen, then it would be a lot more expensive, so they probably wouldn't do that. And also, I mean, it's during quarantine right now, so it's not like any of these actors are going out to film a movie or anything, so they're kind of looking for a job right now, so that's why they lended their voice to this series. But I'm definitely excited to hear more about the series, maybe even hear an actual trailer. I mean, this show comes out next week, so I don't know if we'll get an actual trailer other than that first teaser trailer, but I'm definitely excited for this. But what do you guys think about this? The Sandman is coming to Audible on July 15th, 2020. Let me know all your thoughts on this down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like and hit that subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.